in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team that just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
On 1st and 10, Kaiser. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Check 4, check 4.
First carry for Darius Geis. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good edge scheme going.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Check, check.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
31 yards there and a first down.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Kaiser on first down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. From the gun, Kaiser. Flushed out right. Complete. It's Henry. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. Hoping for a fourth down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Out. Switch. Check your hot read. Spot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Check.
2nd and 11. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
55. Check 55. Mike. Get in the weight room.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go. 55. Here we go. Switch. Hey, check right.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. That one good for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. on 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser, he finds Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
57, call him, 15. Here, Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Check.
The first throw now for the backup Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
The pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McBride. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. That's McBride. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Four yards the pickup, 1st down.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Geis with the carry on second down. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at his 4. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams as he's... Taken down at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On third down, Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. At the 16-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Geis. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 20. 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Here's Mahomes, his first throw since coming in. And caught by Henry. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now back to throw. And an alley to run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darius Geis with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being focused.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Corey Littleton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Mahomes. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mike's 50.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going right side here, and that's complete. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Mahomes firing complete, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Alpha. All day, baby, all day. Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Now it's Mahomes again. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Owens. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll look to throw. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second.